Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. One thing I haven't managed to do yet in a video until today is get every single class in the game involved. But on the PTR for patch 5.2, they've now added the tyrannical Season 13 PvP gear. So I thought, let's do a video, show every single class's gear, and let's see what we all think. So because I'm a warlock, we're going to start with me. Greedy. But this definitely, to me, feels like a warlocky set. It looks evil. It looks nasty. You've got the tentacles coming out of the head and also the shoulders. In actual fact, the head sort of looks very insectoid-ish to me. Very silithid. But maybe that's got a little homage to the Klaxy. I hope not. But and again, once more, we seem to be in the purplish gear. That seems to be our colour at the moment. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more green been thrown into Warlock stuff, but you get what you can get. Second up, we have the Monk class. And I don't know, honest to God, I don't know what to make of this set at all. I don't know whether I like it or absolutely despise it. I know one thing that I do like about it is the helmet. And if I was a rogue, I might be a little bit jealous of it because you got the great mouthpiece which covers the the jaw area and the nose, and then those two big bone spikes which sort of slip behind. But other than that, it looks like Sylvanas has just let the Forsaken go wild and decorate a Christmas tree. Instead of baubles, they just put like boils and plague and stuff on it. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it at all. I'd definitely like to hear your opinions on the Monk set if you play a Monk, or if you don't, just chime in. Rogues, I'm afraid you seem to have drawn a wee bit of a short straw here because your set isn't complete. And although it doesn't show it, I am actually wearing your helmet. But, yeah, not showing up at all. Now, I like the look of this set, but there's a problem, which I'll get to in a moment. I think it goes together really well. I like the shoulders a lot. I think the gloves look wicked, especially with the armour plating on the finger areas and such like that. But it looks like you're wearing, plate armour. It doesn't feel roguey to me at all. It doesn't feel roguish in the slightest. So, I would have liked to see a little bit more leather, or at least some sort of leather aspect to it. Let me know what you think, Rogues, but maybe the helmet will make the piece. I don't know, because I can't see it right now. But it's not quite working for me, I'm afraid. But something that definitely works for me, and I've got to confess, I've got a little bit of jelly going on here. Wee bit of jelly going on for tea. Because this is the Mage PvP set, and to me, this just absolutely epitomises the class. This just screams Mage to me. In actual fact, the way that the helmet seems to operate definitely harkens back to the old vanilla dungeon sets. It just looks fantastic. I absolutely adore it. The shoulders look epic. The chest piece has got great detail on, and even this gnome makes it look good. And if a gnome can make an armor set look good, then my God, it must be amazing. But yeah, it just screams Mage. Yeah, maybe a priest, actually, could get away with this as well. But yeah, it's just brilliant. I think it looks absolutely stunning, absolutely fantastic. Mages, you got a good one. And I'm very pleased to announce that the good continues, because next up we got Hunters. And I took ourselves to the Isle of Giants to film this, because I got my dire horn with me as well. I thought it all fit rather nicely. But this set, again, just screams Hunter. You've got the skull on the one shoulder, and then on the other shoulder it looks like you've got maybe a spine or something like that. The crossbow, which looks phenomenal, seems as if it's been made out of the spikes from the armour plating on the Direhorn's helmet, on the Direhorn's head. It just looks absolutely special. And the helmet itself, wow. You've got the skull, but the jaw at the bottom as well. So it's like your head's encased in the whole thing. And the feathers at top, again, screams Hunter. Absolutely screams Hunter from head to toe. Really, really nice looking set. And Hunters, I think fair dues, because you've due one, aren't you? I've seen some Hunter sets recently and I thought, oh my dear God, that's not so huntery, or just didn't feel right to me. You might have felt different, of course. I'm looking at this from a Warlock point of view. But this, wow. I've got a Hunter that's level 89 at the minute. I want to get it to 90, and I want to get that set today. Next up, Paladins. Ugh. Oh dear. I don't know what to say here. This is just not working for me at all. I don't see anything paladinish here in the slightest. It doesn't feel like a paladin. It doesn't look like a paladin. I'm not convinced on the colour scheme. Obviously, you'll have the different colour schemes for different specs, but yeah, I'm sorry, Pallies, but this is just it's very bland, it's very basic. I know they'd like to have that utility look to the PvP sets instead of the grandiose look which we seem to get for the PvE sets, but it just doesn't work for me on any single level at all. It just looks... Sorry, designers. Believe me, I know a lot of work goes into making these sets and crafting these sets, but yeah, that could definitely benefit from something. Not working for me at all. Something that does work for me again, warriors. This, you see, this is sort of like how it should have been done, the yin and the yang of those two plate-wearing sets, because the helmet is just amazing. It looks like almost like a Mogu warrior that's been crafted into a helmet. And the shoulders, well, you've got so many serrated edges. That warrior just looks mean and nasty. And if that came running to me on a BG or in an arena, I think I'd have to have the toilet paper handy, definitely, because that just looks horrific. But horrific in all the right ways. It works, it just works on every angle. Maybe could have benefited from a slight different colorization here and there, but that is just the most pedantic of criticisms, because it looks brilliant. It looks absolutely special. So warriors, you got a great set. Hunters think you got a great set. Mages got a great set. Warlocks, not bad. So far, so good. Priests, I like this. Again, I think it's another PvP set that just screams your class. It just screams priest. And look at that staff. Now, bizarrely enough, that's the healing staff, because I've decided to put the priest in the healing gear. And the damage staff, just the out-and-out DPS staff, looks very much like a healing staff. So I don't know if they've maybe switched them up incorrectly. We'll see that later on the druid, I think. But yeah, the helmet looks great. Shoulders look great. The chest piece just looks stunning. Again, just screams priest from every single angle. If I was a priest, I'd just spec into either disc or holy and just show it off in all its glory like this. But yeah, it's another magnificent set. It's been a pretty good haul so far for the for virtually every class. I think it's just the paladins and the rogues. And again, I think there might be a huge split. I think some people are going to love the monk and just absolutely despise the monk sets, but we'll see. Chamois. It's another one. I don't quite know what to make of this. First of all, when I first put this set on, I thought I made a chamois. I didn't realise I'd made a druid. And then I checked, and yes, I had made a shaman. So I was just like, oh, that's the shaman set. So I don't quite get it. It just sort of looks like it looks like a shaman who's just gone to a fancy dress party and tried to dress up as a druid tree form and just failed on every single angle. I don't get it. Chamois, do you like? But that is all the agility set. And it just doesn't seem to match. The helmet and the shoulders go, but the chest and the legs and whatnot don't seem to go with it at all. It just seems a bit of a mess. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be critical for the sake of just being critical. I'm just giving my aesthetic point of view on what I think about it. That's all. Like I said, I know lots of hard work goes into the designing of these things, but yeah, it's entirely up to them. If the chamois love it, fine. They're the ones that are going to have to wear the damn thing. But my God, I'll definitely notice that's a chamois from a million miles away. So that's one good thing. That's a positive for you. But this, this is my favourite set of the lot. Druids, to me, you've got the greatest of them all. Again, it screams druid. That's the DPS staff on the back, which I think looks more like a healing staff than the one we saw on the priest. But that helmet, it just looks stunning. It just looks absolutely amazing. Really does. And the shoulders, again, the level of detail on the shoulders, where you got the wooden barks and little things dangling down. Just amazing. And although the shoulders don't seem to go with the rest of it. It does all link very nicely because the antlers on the helmet just seem to go with the shoulders, and then you've got the, almost like the chainmail-ish, you know, it's leather that you're wearing, on the cloth aspect of the helmet goes with the body and the legs and everything. Just amazing. I think that is by far the nicest looking set of everybody. So druids, oh, you bastards. And to end the video, I mean that in the nicest ways, to end the video, we've got Death Knights. And this is a sort of mixed set for me. I love the weapon, by the way. I mean, obviously any melee class that can have two-handed weapons will have something very similar to that. But I think the weapon does look fantastic. Shoulders are just amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. It just looks like you've got ripped off the head, including the helmet, of two undead and just strapped them to your shoulders. But the helmet just seems very bland and basic and lacking. It just, you know, maybe should have some sort of decorative aspect to it. Maybe some horns, maybe one horn, and just some sort of either Mogu look or, you know, Surok look or something to the helmet. The helmet just feels too bland for me. If that was tarted up a little bit, I think that would be another excellent set indeed. So there you go, all 11 classes, all 11 sets. Let me know what you think. I want to see lots of comments down below on the PvP sets. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.